Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I would love for you guys to go down and subscribe. My name is Dejah, and if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. Today I'm going to do my college Q&A. So I'm basically going to answer questions that you guys really didn't ask, but I figured I would answer the basic questions, and if you guys have more in-depth questions, you can leave them in the comments below or either like DM me or whatever. So if you're not following me on social media, make sure you follow me. And yeah, so we're gonna get started with the questions. And by the way, I have my questions on my laptop here, so I'm gonna be looking down at my questions from time to time to make sure I stay on track and on point so this video isn't too long. So the first question I wanted to kind of answer is why I chose to come to Clark Atlanta. So back in November, I was applying for my schools. I applied to about 7 or 8 schools. And I think I was going to apply to 10. I only wound up applying to like 7, I believe. So I applied to all my schools, and my top choice was FAU, which is in Florida, Florida Atlantic. It was FAU, FIU, Florida International University, and after that I think it was LSU, Louisiana State. So Clark wasn't even in my top 3. Clark was not really an option. I didn't think I was going to Clark. I was just applying here because it was another HBCU, and I just, figured why not. So I applied to all these schools. I got into all the schools I applied to, and so it was basically up to me to decide where I wanted to go. Now, I've been to Florida plenty of times, which is why I wanted to attend school in Florida at first. So yeah, I've been to Florida. I love the environment. I love, the nature and all that. So that's why I wanted to go to Florida. Well, I didn't actually take a tour of the school that I wanted to go to. I just drove on their campus in the car outside. And that school, by the way, is a PWI. So I wasn't sure if I wanted to commit to a school that I hadn't actually seen and talked to the people, the students, the staff, all that. I really couldn't get a feel for the environment because I didn't, do that in-depth tour that I needed. Which, by the way, if you are applying to universities and, schools and stuff, make sure you do a tour, make sure you visit the school, for sure, because that can completely change your mind. So with that being said, back in April, Clark Atlanta had a, open house. I came for the open house and I visited, and when I tell you guys, I instantly fell in love with the school. Everything about the school, the students, the staff, their passion, their drive, just the whole environment, the homely feel, the family that they create here. And it's like they were so accepting, so welcoming of everybody. It's like you have to love your own for anybody else to love you, you guys type of thing. And that's the kind of feel that I got for the school. And I just, like I said, I just love the school. And not to mention, we had lunch, so the food was great. So I was like, oh, this is it. Like, people be talking about college food is all nasty and all that, but it's like, this is good. I could do this. So, and I'm a food person, so that was kind of important to me. So since I had been thinking about going to Florida, I was like, well, Georgia isn't as far as Florida, so it's a little bit better as far as distance. Even though distance was never really a problem. It wasn't like my mom or my parents said you can't go but this far. That was never the issue, and I wasn't scared personally to leave from home. So yeah, kind of bring us into the next question, which I had was basically how I feel about moving so far from home. If you don't know, I am from Baltimore, so moving from Baltimore here to Atlanta by myself, no family. So it actually is not bad at all. Like, I'm not gonna say I don't miss my family and my parents and friends, but I don't have a desire to go home because I'm homesick. Before coming here, I was never, which isn't really the same thing, but I was never home anyway. Like, I was always at the friend's house. Like, and I say that to say that I never got homesick. So I wasn't nervous coming into this experience because I never got homesick before, so I kind of was prepared and, you know, okay with moving down here. But definitely don't move this far if you've never gone anywhere by yourself, like out the country without your parents, or like, I don't know, just somewhere for a long period of time without your parents, because this will be a completely different experience for you. Also with me, I came with my best friend, so it's really not hard. Like, I feel like we're just on vacation. Like, the first week I kept telling Morgan, like, Morgan, we're in college. Like, we're in college. We're on our own. And like, I don't know, it's hard to grasp that concept that we're really in college. Like, we're on our own. Like, this is it. This is no, I'm gonna drive home, and like, we don't even have a car. So definitely don't move so far if you're not comfortable, but you need to make yourself uncomfortable. Like, you should never, just in life, and I'm not trying to be a preach or whatever, but make yourself uncomfortable. When you're in uncomfortable situations, great things come from being uncomfortable, if that makes sense. So, not saying that, you know, you shouldn't stay home and all that. Do what you feel comfortable doing, but also know that it's okay to go far from home if your parents are okay with it. And that's why, you know, I'm here. But it's definitely not hard for me. I talk to my parents frequently, you know, daily. So it's really not hard. The couple friends that I have, I still keep in contact with them, of course. Yeah, so it's really not hard for me. Also, the city that I came to is a city that I like. So you also have to like the school, but you also have to like the area that it's in, you know, the place, the surrounding world outside of the campus type of thing. Like, you have to like the whole environment where the school is placed. So it's really not hard for me. It's very similar to Baltimore. The next question is, what do I like about CAU? So as I already kind of mentioned, the whole family idea, the whole unity thing that they have going on here is really motivating. It's inspiring. It's welcoming. It's just so helpful and appreciated that, you know, you just want to be here. The people are so nice. Everyone is nice. Literally, it's so easy to make friends here. Me and Morgan are still meeting people every day till this day. And there's still so many people that we can meet. 1,200 freshmen. So obviously I haven't even met like a 16th of that. But it's so many people that we can meet, that we have been meeting. And it's just, it's so diverse. So diverse. You learn so much about other people, their culture, their hometowns. Like, you just learn so much just from talking and meeting new people, meeting new friends. And I really like that. I'm not big, but I like diversity. And I like learning about, you know, other people's way of living and culture, and like just small stuff as far as lingo. With that being said, there isn't much that I don't like about CAU. Of course, I wish it was a little closer to home. Other than that, there's nothing that I can really, honestly, that I can complain about. Nothing that has happened so far. A lot of people say that they're unorganized, but nothing that I have needed them to do was unorganized, if that makes sense. Of course, some of the events could have been handled better, but how do you, you know, control thousands of people at one time when everybody wants to tour, when everybody wants, you know? So, but nothing has happened for me to be like, I really didn't like that. Like, I don't like the way you guys do that. There's nothing, I mean, you can't pick your roommates, but I think that's normal. Like, now there's still a lot of colleges where you can't pick your roommate, so that's not really a big deal. But so since I have been at CAU, I've experienced many new friendships and new cultures and just things like that. Plenty of parties and get-togethers and things like that. And if you guys don't know, CAU is part of the AUC, the Atlanta University Center, which includes Clark, Morehouse, and Spelman. So all three of us were like, you know, brothers and sisters. Like, you know, we got each other's back. We're literally all across the street from each other, like in this little triangle. So we call ourselves the AUC. So we all have had like parties together and like what do you call, like socials, mixers, day parties, stuff like that. We've had plenty of cookouts to get to know each other and bond and, you know, meet new people again. So a lot of experience with meeting new people, a lot of experience with parties. Here we have, I spend a lot of my time in the library, believe it or not. I've been there a lot since I've been here. Nothing really too dramatic so far. So I kind of mentioned parties and what I just said. So I wouldn't say CAU is a party school, but that first week, oh, they got down. Like, we was partying. So like that first week they had this whole schedule of like every day there was something going on, like every hour, every 2 hours. And also before the upperclassmen came. So they had like freshman parties and like, so it's just a whole bunch of parties. Yes, there are parties here. There are parties at Spelman and Morehouse. Like I said, we're all part of the AUC, so their parties are our parties, kind of. So like, if we having a party, they know about it. If they're having a party, we know about it, and vice versa. So a lot of our different parties, we all are in attendance. So a lot of parties. With that being said, as everyone tells, you know, college students, freshmen, you have to find that balance between your parties and your studies. So with me, I've always had to manage my time well, and in a mature way. I was doing extracurricular, I had 2 jobs, I was going to school, I had my own business. Like, I'm used to managing my time wisely and still being involved, getting what I need to do done, getting what I need to get done, and things like that. So with that being said, that doesn't make it isn't hard for me to balance out parties and work. I know what I can handle, and that helps a lot. I do have 8 a.m. class, I do have 9 a.m. classes. So, and I have not been late to any of them yet. I have not showed up without my homework done for any of them yet. Well, I'm not going to say yet because I don't want it to happen. I don't plan on it happening. So I'm doing pretty well. And I can also say that I have passed down some parties. I have not been to every party. I have not been to every function. I have not been to every social. I pick and choose which ones I want to go to. And say I go out on Saturday, but I have homework to do, a lot of homework. I'm working on my homework that whole Saturday before it's time to go out. So from the time I wake up after I eat breakfast, I'm working until it's time to get ready to go to that party. Like, I'm making sure my work is done. But yeah, I just think finding that balance between what you can handle and prioritize your work, prioritize your life. Is your homework more important than going to this party, or is partying something that you can do at home more important than, you know, getting your degree at the end of the day? There are plenty of opportunities to go to parties. Overall advice for school that I would have to give, I don't know, like, kind of like what I was just touching on about prioritizing your work, making sure you get what you need to get done. So far, college doesn't seem like it's going to be harder. It seems like it's going to be more tedious. Like I said, certain classes, a little bit more work. So it's nothing hard that you can't do. You just have to figure out, again, what's more important, the parties or your homework. Like I said, I have been in the library a lot. The library is where I tend to focus, where I get the most of my work done. Like, I'm sitting in my room by myself right now. I'm working that class, and I have homework to do. I'm filming this video before it gets dark, but, you know, I know I have homework to do in the back of my mind. I know I have a test to study for, but, you know, I know it's going to get done, and I will stay up all night until it gets done if I don't finish, you know? So I just, like I said, I know what I can handle. So you know, me recording this video, if it puts me back an hour, I'll stay up an extra hour, if that makes sense. You don't have to wait until like that class before, that day before, to do your work. I have a paper that's due next Tuesday. I'm going to start that now, because why would I wait until it gets to next Monday to try and do it? Why would I wait until Sunday to try and do it? So like this weekend, I don't plan on going anywhere. I might as well do my homework. I have laundry to do. I'll do my loads and do my homework. You know, so think ahead, I guess is my advice. Think ahead. Don't wait until the due date to do it, or the day before the due date to do it. Ask for clarity. If you have to write papers, a lot of teachers, well, professors want things formatted, things typed a certain way, and just things very specific. So ask for clarity before you turn in the paper and it's wrong. And now you're getting points off because you just didn't ask if he wanted a title page or not. Like, you know, so just small stuff. Pay attention to detail. Definitely get involved. Make friends. I'm in the process right now of trying to get involved in clubs. We had a club fair. I signed up for plenty of clubs. I just stress meeting new people, meeting a lot of friends, having a lot of connects. You never know who you're going to meet one day. You never know who can help you. We've met a couple of people already that need flyers, need banners, and Morgan does all that stuff. She has, you know, she has the graphic design skills, and so now they're, you know, working together and doing business. So, you know, just share, be open when you're talking to people. Don't just meet them and be like, oh, hi, what's your name? Oh, my name is so-and-so. I'm from so-and-so. Oh, do you like fried chicken? I like fried chicken too. Okay. Well, what time do you have class? You have class right now? Okay, I have class. I'll see you later. Like, share. Like, okay, yeah, I have a business. I started when I was 16. It wasn't really my passion, so I'm trying to find, you know, like, just share. Be more personal with people a little bit. Like, you don't have to tell them everything. You don't have to tell them, you know, your ex last name and all that, but be personal. So yeah, though I'm still a freshman, I'm still learning. This is what, my 3rd week, so, you know, I can't really talk and say I have a whole list of things that I would advise for people to do, but those are the couple of things that I have recognized, I have seen, you know, to be true and things like that. So that is kind of my experience, my ups and downs with CAU, or my opinions on CAU. Along with everybody being friendly here and so welcoming comes that HBCU experience, because, you know, like, that's my brother, that's my sister. Like, it's just that type of unity, and that's the attitude that they have here. We're all the same at the end of the day, so you have to protect your own. And I honestly think that coming to this HBCU really is really going to benefit me. Yeah, even when it comes to classes, because like my professor, we just talk on a whole nother level because everyone is, you know, the same, and we can talk about those type of things that need to be recognized in our communities, that will make a change, because we are the people that must change them. So with her sharing, you know, the issues, and us absorbing and asking questions and just talking freely without, you know, having to look around the class, make sure nobody's going to get offended. We can just talk openly and give each other support, give advice, things like that, so that we can change something within our communities. But so yeah, I love Clark. I think I made the right choice. This is the school for me, and so far everything is good. So thank you guys so much for watching my video. I appreciate the support thus far. We are almost to 200 subscribers, so if you did not subscribe, please go down and subscribe for me. And I will be asking you guys for more video options on my Instagram story, so make sure you guys are following me at Dejah Janique on Instagram. So I will see you all in my next video. Thank you for watching. I love you guys. Bye.